finish your exams and then you start your the break that you have and September. In fact, once you finish your your pre-board exams, you can actually apply with us with your predicted marks and you can get a conditional offer. And then if it already matches your final exam marks, then you can also apply for a scholarship with us, which I will be explaining to you a bit later in the slides. Let's now move on to the programs that we offer at Heriot-Watt. Students who have completed year 11 and for some reason are not continuing in year 12. Usually it's very unheard of in CBSE curriculum, but in case if you're not and you want to, not waste time and probably join university, you can enroll into our foundation programs, which is about 6 to 8 months long. And we have these options. You've got design studies, you've got engineering and computing, you've got management. Psychology, we're just teaching out, so we're not going to offer that to students. But you can always start with management and then you can move on to a psychology undergraduate program. Let me tell you a little bit about the advanced degree entry programs. They are also like foundation programs, but they are a little bit more rigorous and they don't give you much time in between your end of foundation and your start of undergraduate programs. So this is not for people who fail school, but it is in fact for people who want to start university a bit early and they literally actually start teaching you how they teach you in university. So this is not for people who fail school and they're like, okay, you know what, we're going to start university, we're going to join one of these programs. It's not for people who are failing. Moving on to our undergraduate programs, which is actually, this slide is what is important for all of you joining me today. As you can see, the list of programs that we offer, everything is very exciting. I'm going to move on to different slides and you will see under each school what are the different programs that we offer. Very exciting, like you can see cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, you can see robotics, you can see architecture, you can see civil engineering. So you can see how varied these programs are, how exciting they sound. And let me just quickly tell you something about these programs. These programs are honors degrees. What does an honors degree mean? It is a 4-year program. So it's got year 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 4th year is your honors year, which is basically like a research year. Once you do an honors undergraduate degree, when you go on to do your master's, you might just be doing only 1 year instead of 2 at your master's level. Why is that? Because you've done an honors degree, and an honors degree's 4th year or the last year is basically like a master's year. So when you do your master's program with us, you will only be doing the 2nd year of the master's. Literally, you've done an undergraduate degree, you've also had experience in doing research, and you've also submitted a dissertation or a thesis. Please mute your mics. Thank you. Let me also show you now the next slide. The previous one was more to do with engineering, computing, math. Here you can see business programs, like you can see very varied options. You can see psychology with management as well. So students, please, I would request you to mute your mics. Can you mute your mics, please? Everybody participating, please mute your mics because then others wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying. Thank you very much. Please wait till the end of the presentation, then I can give you a chance to ask all your questions. Note down all your options. I will be sharing links for the website. Don't worry about that. I will also be sharing my email so that you can write to me. Don't worry about all of that. Just follow the slides and listen to what I'm saying. Keep your mics muted at all times, yeah? Right. So what I was saying is you can see that we have not only just your business programs, but we've got psychology with management, which is something that really different that not all universities offer. So you want to study psychology, but you also want to learn aspects of management and how it's applied in organizations today. This is a brilliant course to opt for. You can also see we have School of Textile and Design where we teach interior design and we teach fashion marketing and retailing, which is some of the courses that students really go up to universities asking for, and they don't really have these options. In the next slide, Yes. Sorry, let me just go back. I seem to have skipped a lot of slides. So sorry about that. Yes. Now our postgraduate programs. If you can see postgraduate, we also offer a continuation of the programs that we offer in our undergraduate. So when you finish your undergraduate degrees, you don't really need to go, looking for things out in the market and, oh my God, how do I continue and how do I finish my master's in this particular field? So if you recollect, I had spoken to you that we offer artificial intelligence at the undergraduate level. If you can see, we do also offer it at the postgraduate level. So in fact, you stay in the same university for at least 5 years. You have an in-depth knowledge about the subject. You are studying, you're basically continuing your program, you're learning more and more in the field. And at the postgraduate level, when you connect with your professors, they're already industry experts. They have great connections within the industry. They can help you with internships. And most of our students end up converting their internships into full-time jobs. So you can see how advantageous this is for you. You can see all the different varied programs under postgraduate. Again, under our Edinburgh Business School, we also have a continuing postgraduate options. Under textile and design also, you can see we have an interior architecture and design postgraduate option. We've got psychology in post-graduation. We've got human resource in post-graduation. We've got marketing program options along with digital marketing, if you can see, which is a really up and coming field. I have lots of students asking me for postgraduate, for graduation in digital marketing, post-graduation courses. So we have those options here. Like I said, we also offer research degrees, which are PhD, which are obviously much higher and probably a little bit more of interest for your teachers, but not for you. Obviously, you can think about it in the long run and plan for it now itself. Entry requirements. So you can see entry requirements here. In fact, I'm going to share the link to our website as well, where you can see in detail what are the entry requirements. But let me quickly tell you about CBSE entry requirements. So entry requirements for CBSE is minimum 65%. So this is also taking into account your English. So we don't require IELTS or TOEFL or any sort of English equivalency from CBSE students, because most of them come from English medium schools. But we definitely want to see at least 65% and above in your CBSE final exams, which is your board exams. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying we'll eliminate the option of IELTS. If we feel it's necessary, then it will be mentioned on your offer letter. If not, then you will be accepted as is with your final marks. Just to give you an idea, your the fee ranges are mentioned here. This is just an idea, and please take note, it is per year. It's not the total fee. Okay, so the degree entry programs and the undergraduate programs, they range from 44,000 to 73,500 per year. Then again, your engineering and your geoscience energy programs range from this number to this number. Your other engineering programs, your math, computer science, textile and design are about 65,100 per year. And your business programs like accountancy, finance, and so on and so forth are around 58,800, including VAT per year. Per year, please make note. These are postgraduate. You're not, I wouldn't be expecting you to keep a keen eye on these right now, because you would be already working by then, and then you can obviously pay for yourselves. A little bit about how supported you feel at Heriot-Watt. As you can see, we've got student services department, we've got a counselor, we've got people who help you with academic writing, or rather, how to write assignments. It's absolutely not the same what you do in school. In school, if they ask you to research, you go onto Google and you search for things, and you pull out the correct articles, and then you just prepare your projects. In university, life is completely different. Google, Wikipedia, any of your common search engines are not, absolutely not, recorded or regarded as proper research engines. There is a way to reference things when you take things off the internet. There's a way to write your project papers. There's a way to do research, and everything is taught to you at university level, and they're going to guide you on how to do it. So when a person comes from school, be it any kind of curriculum, whether it's CBSE, UK, US, IB, any curriculum, it's absolutely not the same at university. You don't go onto Google and search for the topic and then pull out the first article. That will be actually giving you a zero, and putting your paper under plagiarism. So there's a way to do research at university, which you will be guided about. And then there is also a way to submit your assignments. There's always, everything is done online. There's nothing to do with pen and paper. In fact, when you come here and you get introductory session about library, they wouldn't be telling you or showing you thousands of books, because right now everything that you do at university is almost everything is online. So you will be also taught how to pick out your required content from the online library. So it's quite an exciting journey when you start university at Heriot-Watt. These are a couple of student clubs. Obviously, at university, you have variety of different activities. It's not like school or just like those regular school trips. We've got now, obviously, because of the pandemic, things are a bit on the down low. But at university, you have very exciting clubs. Like we have something which is very exciting that comes to mind is the Dragon Boat Racing Club. So I'm sure that's something that the moment I say it is very exciting. Those long dragon boats. Those are the boats that are raced, and students actually form groups, and then they have competitions and things like that. So these are very exciting options. You can choose when you get to university. I want to be a part of such clubs. You've got variety of options. This is just one example that I've given you. Of course, like I was telling you, we have many different departments that will be assisting you throughout the time that you're at university. So when you finish a program with us, you are not just left by yourself wondering, okay, how do I get a job now? You've got your careers advisory service, which is going to help you with how to actually come up with a proper tailored CV. How do you write about your skills? How do you write about what are your pluses and your minuses, or how do you turn your minuses into your pluses and things like that? They will also help you so far as giving you aptitude tests to find out what kind of career you should choose. They also organize career fairs, where there are different companies that come to university. They give you a chance to interview with them, and then you can actually, you can train yourself to become an expert interviewee. So these are the kind of services that the Careers Advisory Office will provide. Like now things are quite different. University students are no longer just students. They are very, very eager to get into the job market. So when you're a student, as you know, now you can also work as interns. There are a couple of things that you need to keep in mind, because you have just limited hours that you can work as interns. A bit of stats on the screen that you can see that we've already done and we continue to do. These numbers are obviously rising. Like I said, 90% of our graduate level students either convert their internships into job while graduating, or within the first 4 to 6 months, land a great job. Again, no university can promise you job placements, but this is what we can offer. We offer the kind of range of services that you require to attain the kind of jobs that you aspire for. So when you're working as an intern, you're not only just learning the skills of being in a corporate world, but you're also kind of molding yourself into becoming the model employee, once you finish your course. Again, on the screen, you can see here a couple of companies, or rather your giant organizations that I'm sure you recognize most of the logos. Most of our students are employed here right now. These are just a few of them that we've put up. We've got more than, I don't even know what the latest number is, but 200 years old university. You can just imagine what kind of alumni numbers that we have and what kind of different companies they're working with right now. Of course, international students, this is not something that you would be worried about, but just want to tell you, if you have friends in different parts of the world, and if they want to come and study in Dubai, we offer them a lot more than they would even think about, a lot more services, a lot more assistance. If they're very new to Dubai, we help them settle in, and then okay, let me tell you a little bit about our accommodation partners. We don't have our own accommodation facilities, but we obviously have different partners who provide the students who write to them with special rates so that they can come and stay here and study with us. Of course, they have complimentary bus shuttle service and things like that, which is pretty convenient for students with a tight budget. This is just a bit of stats on how much it would cost them per month at the different accommodation facilities. Again, not something that local students would want to worry about, but definitely I can share these with you if anybody is looking to reside in any of these facilities. Again, international students or students who stay back here and whose parents would be returning to their home countries, we do offer visas. We have student visas with which they can finish their programs with us. Let me just introduce you to our faculty. These are all the heads of school. So we have Dr. Paul Hopkinson, who's the head of business school. So all your accountancy, finance, and things like that, all the applications will be okayed by him. We've got Vanessa Northway. She's the head of textile and design. So that's interior design and fashion. We've got Dr. Stephen Gill, who is the head of math and computer sciences. So all of your AI, artificial intelligence, your robotics, your math programs, stats programs, all of those programs come under his school. We've got Dr. Rajendra Sharma, who is the head of foundation or the degree entry program school. We've got Dr. Matthew Smith, who takes care of one wing of our engineering programs, which is energy, geoscience, and infrastructure society. And we've got Professor Tig O'Donovan, who is the head of engineering and physical sciences. So we've got two different engineering schools, and both of these gentlemen are heads of their respective schools. These are a couple of testimonials that I have here. Obviously, they're speaking from their own experiences. Right, this brings me to the end of what I had to share with all you students. On the screen, what I have here are just the general contact details. Of course, I am going to leave in the chat box my contact details, which is my email, my contact number, in case you have any questions, or if you want to follow up, or if you want to find out about any particular programs and fees and things like that. I'm going to now open the floor to you, all of you. I know that you said that I know that there are some questions in the chat boxes, but one by one, please unmute your mics and you can ask me your questions. I can take questions now.
Ma'am?
Yes, go ahead. Can you introduce yourself so I know your name?
I'm Harsha Manoj Kumar.
Yes, go ahead.
I want to take digital marketing. So what is the fee level in your school?
All right. Could you do me a favor? I'm going to leave my email here. And if you can quickly drop me an email with the program that you want to do, I'm going to send you the program link from our website. If everybody can see, do you see my email? Yes. Do you see my email?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just quickly drop me an email about digital marketing, and then I'm going to send you the program link so that on that page, you'll be able to see entry requirements, you'll be able to see program fee, you'll be able to see content of the marketing program as well.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. All right, anybody else? Please unmute your mic and introduce yourself and ask your question. Go ahead, don't be shy. You can ask me anything that you like. Even if it is about the campus, it's about the facilities, anything at all.
Yeah, I'd like to ask you a question.
Yes, please. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Delini. I'm
Yes.
currently in grade 12.
Okay.
So, like, I've been searching for a university for a while now, and like, I've
Hmm.
gone through Heriot Watt, but then